class, we studied about SNR, and in today's class, we are going to study about the different types of SNR and a strategy related to that. Okay, before beginning, can anyone just summarize the points that we yesterday discussed about? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yesterday we have talked about the SNR and the group record and fake record.
Okay. Can you please elaborate? Yeah. Yes, guys. Can anyone summarize yesterday's class a little?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, tell me, dear. Tell me.
Yesterday is breakout and a fake breakout. We have seen about breakout and fake breakout completely.
Yeah, true breakout and fake breakout. Can you
Fake
please
breakout.
elaborate a little?
If it is a fake breakout, means I said when it is a true breakout, means it will touches the line 2 to 3 times, means 3 to 5 times. So it is weak. So we can
Okay.
guess that it can break out.
Yeah. So basically,
In that period,
decision of breakouts will be depending on the level. Okay.
level.
If the level is strong, definitely we can expect a fake breakout. If the
Yeah.
level is weak, we can expect what? A breakout.
So we can avoid that one.
We can avoid that. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is a fake breakout, I mean the second time when it touches the line, no,
Second or third.
the second or third, if it also even it is going to breakout, we can take the put trade.
Put trade with 5 seconds confirmation. And similarly, you have to do the opposite stuff for the call option. Okay. For example, this is a support line. Okay. If that is a support line, you can again take a call option accordingly with the confirmation of green color. This thing, correct?
Yeah. In support line, no.
Yeah, support area.
Okay.
Okay, so it does not mean that there's going to be. Okay, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, if you remember, we talked about the different types of SNR. The first type of SNR was horizontal SNR or normal SNR, about which we have studied a little. And then in this class, we are going to study the different types. Okay, can you just tell me what are the different types of SNR? Trend line, dynamic SNR,
Fibonacci and
round number, and Fibonacci lines, correct?
Yeah.
Correct, guys? Okay, so in this class, we'll be covering about trend line, dynamic SNR, round number, and Fibo, if possible, okay? According to the time, we'll decide. Fine? Okay. See, guys, reversal type of trading will be used with the help of these tools, okay? So these are the different stuffs that are going to help us to analyze the reversal type of trading, okay? And I'm just again telling you that we are still in the reversal part, okay? We are yet in the reversal part. Fine. So always reversal trading is a little bit risky. Reversal trading is always a little bit risky, so we need to be 100% sure before taking a trade. That's why if you depend only on SNR, you will not get that good result. If you depend only on one of these factors, for example, if you say that I'll depend only on trend line, only on dynamic SNR, only on dynamic round number, only on Fibonacci, only on SNR, no, you'll not even get 60%. You'll get less than 60% also. But there will be some scenarios where all these different types of SNR are going to come all together at one single point. Okay. So that point is going to be a short shot about which we'll be studying. Okay. 1 second, guys. Okay. Before discussing trend line and dynamic SNR, I just wanted to say one thing else. Okay. For example, when you have this line over here, for example, look at this, guys. This is what a resistance line, correct? This was a resistance line from where there was a seller's entry, correct? Next time when you see a strong candle that actually did not make the reversal, but actually that went into a breakout. Whenever you find some strong candles like this, please try to avoid your trade, because basically when you want to take your trade, try to see if the opposite traders are becoming weak. Okay? Near the resistance area, if you see that the buyers are becoming weak, then the chances of reversal will be more. And if you see that the buyers are becoming stronger at the area, then there will be a chance of breakout. Okay? So this is seen a lot of times that when you have weak candles at the key levels, then the reversal will be very easy to be happening. Okay, the reversal will be very easy. Okay, guys. Okay. So I'll just take some examples regarding the same. One is here itself. See, when you have this weak green color candle, and how do you say whether a candle is strong or weak? You just need to see the body of that candle. Okay. If you remember in the first class itself, I told you that the body of the candle is going to tell us who is in power. Correct? The body of the candle is going to tell us who is in power. If you see that the structure of the body is a strong one, then that suggests that the buyers or sellers are actually strong. Okay? So the bigger the candle, stronger the buyers or sellers. Okay? So these are strong candles. These are strong candles, whereas these all are weak candles. These are weak candles. Correct, guys? This is a weak candle. Correct? Getting my point? So at the resistance area, if you see that the buyers are becoming weak, that will be very easy for the sellers to attack. But if you have strong buyers, then the sellers will be a little bit fearful. Okay, let us take some more examples. You see that okay. Fine. Look at this. This is a downtrend again. This is a downtrend again. In a downtrend at the key level, if this is a key level, you have a doji. Doji is a weak candle. After a doji, there can be a reversal. Again, there is a doji followed by a reversal. Correct? So if you have some weak candles like this, we can expect a reversal. But in some scenarios, it will not work. About which we'll have to study like this. See, here again, you have a doji. But after that, that was not a reversal. Why? Because the trend is a strong trend. Moreover, this level was already used, I guess, 2 or 3 times, correct? And the revisit is very quickly. Moreover, the buyers are very strong. Correct? This is why it is not happening. So if a level is already used a lot of times, please do not trust that level. Okay, fine. So if I draw my SNR over here, my SNR would be somewhere here. Correct, guys? Am I right?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And if you can see, this was already having some activity before this point, correct? From here, the price wanted to come down. It again got rejected, correct? So basically, this acted like a support area before. Am I right? In this particular chance, correct? After then, this strong candle led into a breakout. That was a breakout. And again, when the price comes back to that same level, you see that the market is reversing. Again, the market is reversing. Okay? Right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Previously, the candles, what do you say? The count it was 1, 2, and 3. 3 opposite candles after this reversal. But next reversal, there was only one reversal. Okay? Only one opposite candle, suggesting that the strength of the sellers is decreasing. Though the candle is big in size, but however, the number is less, correct? and this level was already used 2 times, and now this is a momentum trend, correct? When you have more than 3 candles, when you have more than 3 consecutive candles, that will constitute a momentum trend. Okay, so here itself you can decide that this is a momentum trend. It's not a good idea to go against the momentum. It's not a good idea to go against the momentum. Okay, so you see that the sellers previously entered from this point. Okay, am I right? And then they again entered from this point, correct? But after this point, you see that they changed their entry from here to here, correct? So the next entry point was changed from this level to this level. Am I right? So can I say that there is a theory that in a market, the buyers and sellers will keep on changing their entry points. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
The buyers and sellers will keep on changing their entry points. So when their entry point is being changed, we also need to change our key levels accordingly, correct? Because if we depend only on one SNR and we are not changing our SNR, but the buyers and sellers are changing their entry points, so definitely we'll have a loss over there. Okay, so according to that also, we also need to change our SNR. For changing our SNR, we need to use other tools, because if I depend only on normal horizontal line, that will not be sufficient for me for giving a very nice this thing. For this thing, we will have to use the trend line and the dynamic SNR. Before discussing trend line, I would like to discuss about dynamic SNR. Okay, do you have any idea about what is dynamic SNR?
No.
Any idea? Or do you know the meaning of the word dynamic? What is the meaning of the word dynamic? Any idea? Any idea, guys?
EMA.
Okay,
Oh,
EMA,
dynamic.
something. Okay, I'm asking the word, the meaning of the word dynamic. Shall I Google it for you? Google kare?
Oh. Yes.
I'll just search what does the word dynamic mean. Okay? Okay? If I search this, what is this?
Dynamic means movement.
Movement.
Speed.
Speed kaha. Okay? And what else?
Yes, yes.
Full of energy.
Full of energy. Okay, and then all. But in trading, dynamic is referred to the meaning that is called as something that keeps on changing. Okay? In scientific, in the physical terms, okay, especially in the physics, if you talk about dynamics, is a chapter where the stuffs keep on changing. Correct, guys? Something, some matter that keeps on changing is called as dynamic. Okay? Anything that keeps on changing will be called as dynamic. So since we already know that the buyers and sellers will keep on changing their entry points, we also need to have a similar tool which can help us decide that accordingly. Correct? So for the use of dynamic SNR, we will be using our moving averages lines. Okay? Yes, this is actually an indicator. And I clearly remember I promised you that we are not going to use indicators at all. But this is not for trading. This is not for any strategy. But we are just using as a tool to find out SNR. Okay? Because moving average is a special type of tool which can help us to know dynamic SNR. And SNR is nothing but what? A concept of price action, okay? Support and resistance. So that for that we'll be using moving average. And I suppose you should use moving average as EMA of 21 period and EMA of 50 period. You can use two moving averages of this particular stuff which can help you in trading. Okay, I'll just first install those this stuff over here and then come back to that. Okay, you go to the indicator section and search for EMA, moving average, and EMA. Select EMA. I'll explain the working of that also. The first will be 21 period. You can select any light color. Make sure you select any light color because that should not distract you from the price action. Okay, that is just for your little reference. So I'm using a very little light color. Okay, you see this? I'm using very light color.
Yes.
Please, this is my recommendation. Use very light color. That will be easy. देखिए यहाँ पे moving average है. Select moving average and next will be 50 period. You can select of same color also, okay, because we are not using this as a strategy, we're just using this for a help of SNR. Okay, so I have installed two moving averages. Okay, let me first tell you what is moving average and how does that perform. What is the function of moving average? See, moving average is a tool which can help us to determine the average price action, or price movement. Okay, guys. So if I say that I have a period of 20 moving average, it means that this tool is going to calculate the average price movement of past 20 candles. Okay, I'll just take one example. For example, from here to here. Okay, you count all these candles 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 यहाँ तक ये 20 होता है, correct? Approximately, not perfectly, but approximately, correct, guys? है ना? From here to here, approximately there are 20 candles. Am I right?
Yes.
If you see, can you tell me the average of these all candles? I can say that, you know, majority of them are red in color. So I suppose, like, you know, 4 5 6 or 7 are green color, 4 or 5 are doji, rest are red color candles. So can I say that on an average the price is decreasing over the time period over here, correct? Yeah, since the price is going down in an average over here, in this average of 20 candles, you see that the moving average line is heading downwards. It is showing a downwards direction, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
You understand? Are you understanding? Okay.
Yes, sir.
If I take the average of these candles, can you tell me what is it? It is not a very good uptrend also, not a very good downtrend also. This is actually a ranging type of trend, correct?
Yes.
So in a ranging trend, the price is not going to have a potential direction. It is not going to have a very good direction, correct? Hannah? Getting my point? So since the price is not going very far up, not very far down, you see that the direction of this moving average is little bit straight itself, correct? Hannah? Yes, am I right? So if you calculate the average of these candles, it is looking as if the trend is an uptrend and majority of the candles are green. Yes, and you see that the direction of moving average is upwards. Am I right? Can you understand? So the use of moving average can be determined, like, first of all, it will help us to determine what type of trend it is. Okay? Moving average, we can use it to find out what type of trend it is. Okay? If the candles are lying above the moving averages, okay? If the candles are above the moving averages and the moving average lines are below the candles, that is an uptrend. Okay? It will help you to find out what type of trend it is, correct? Okay. If the trend is a downtrend where the candles are below and moving averages are above the candles, that is going to be a downtrend. Okay, am I right?
Yes.
Can you see this? And when the market is ranging, you see that the moving average lines will be moving here and there in between of the candles, correct? When the candles are above, it is an uptrend. When the candles are below, it is a downtrend. When the candles are moving around the EMA lines, that will be called as a ranging chart. Okay, so just by looking at these lines, it will just help you to find out what type of trend it is. And moreover, if you find some good distance between these two EMA lines, that will be considered like a strong trend. Okay, but if the distance between the moving average lines is very small, that will be called as a weak trend. Okay, that will be called as a weak trend. Can you get my points? Are you understanding? Any questions?
Yes.
Okay, and when you see that the moving average lines are very near to each other, that is a sign of bad market. This can help you to find out good market and bad market also. So there are other steps also I'll be talking about in coming classes. See, look at this. When you see that the distance between these two EMA lines is a little bit far away, that is a good trend. See how beautiful, strong momentum trend this is, correct? So this will be very good to follow our trend. So we can apply our trend following strategies over here. Okay, so I'll be teaching that in coming classes. Don't worry at all. Okay, fine. So what is the first use of moving average? What is the first use of moving average? It can help us to find out the trend. Okay, first use. And the second the use is it can act like as an SNR. It can act like as SNR. What is SNR? Support and resistance. Okay, guys, look at this. The nature of moving average is that whenever in a good market, obviously, in a good market, whenever the price comes and closes near the moving average, it can help us to find out some retracements. It obviously works in a good market. See, there are a lot of dojis here. That's a bad market. So I'll be talking about that in coming classes, how to identify good market and bad market also. Okay, I'll take one example and just show it to you. Okay, this is a good market, okay? Because I can see that this trend is having a very nice one type of direction, okay? It is having a uniform direction, correct, guys? It's not looking like a very confused type of candle, okay? Trend, huh? Yeah. Moreover,
Yes.
because this is a strong downtrend, we will have to follow the other properties as well. And you see that the distance between these two moving average is very authentic and a very uniform way. So this will be considered as a very good type of market, okay? And moreover, this is like a wave-like moving trend, correct? It's like a wave-like moving trend in which the waves are of momentum, no problem, okay? Okay, let me just take one example to show you how does this moving average work like exactly, okay? Fine. So you see that whenever the price comes and touches the first moving average or the second moving average here, you see that this green color candle comes and touches this level. Am I right? And the next candle is a retracement. I mean that it's a reversal candle, correct? It's an opposite candle, right, guys? Am I right? Can
Yes.
you see this?
Yes.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, when the price comes over here with a rejection also, next candle is a retracement. So this property of dynamic SNR states as that whenever a candle comes and touches the moving average line, there is a chance that next candle can be a retracement candle. At least it can be a reversal candle. Okay? It can be an opposite candle. Am I right? Okay.
Yes.
So the use of moving
Yes.
average will be that you can use this as an SNR. You can use this as an SNR. But if you depend only on moving average, you will not get good results. Since because this is a very good market, you can see that it is working most of the times. Okay? यहाँ पे ये touch हुआ था, it was an ITM. It was a touch, this was an ITM. This was again a touch, and this is again an ITM. So it is working very well in a good market. In a good chart, it will give you very good results. So let us take an example of that being in an uptrend. In an uptrend, ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखो, this candle is what? Touching the first EMM line, but the next candle is not reversing, correct? It means that it was not working over here. So I'll tell you the reason also, don't worry. But the next candle cuts the 50 MA, okay? The above will be 20, below will be 50 MA, okay? I hope it is clear. Okay? This candle cuts and closes there. Next candle is going up. This candle closing near the 20 MA, and the next candle is a reversal. Next candle is a reversal. Next candle is a reversal. Can you see this? It is working most of the times, correct? It is working most of the times, correct? So this will help us to find out where can be the reversals and where can be the retracements. See, here it is working. Here also it is working, but sometimes it will not work. So I'll tell you when it will not work. See, here it is not working. So I'll be telling you when it will not work. See, okay, if the candles are above moving average, if the candles are above moving average, that is an uptrend, and the moving average lines will act like the support, correct?
Yes.
Support, am I right? So you can see the buyer's entry from this point, buyer's entry from this point. But as soon as the candles come below the moving average lines, that will become a downtrend, and the moving average will act like the resistance, correct? Yeah, this will change its nature. This will change its nature, correct? You see that this candle comes and closes, next candle is a retracement. Hannah, can you see this? Is it interesting, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Look at this. So the nature of dynamic SNR is it itself is going to analyze the past 20 and 50 average of the price movement. Okay. If the price movement is a strong up, you see that the angle of this line will be upwards. If there is not a potential growth, you see that the angle is declining. you see that the trend is coming down and the line is also coming down, correct? So it can help us to know in that way. Okay, since we know that the buyers and sellers keep on changing their entry point, we also need to have this system to help us know this thing. Okay, so we cannot only depend on dynamic SNR also. We cannot only depend on dynamic SNR, but in accordance to that, if we have some other key levels, like from at the same point, for example, over here, this line is cutting the 50 moving average, and there is a chance that the next candle can go up. At the same point, if you have an SNR, that will be acting like a very good point of reversal. Are you getting my point? This
Yes.
is the technique that we need to use. Okay. So, for example, you draw this thing. Okay, here this was what, a reversal. Am I right, guys? This was a reversal from this point. This was a resistance. This will, after a breakout, become what, support. The price comes near the support and the next candle is going up. Okay, over here there is, I can see that I have both support line also, dynamic support also, correct, over here in this particular point. Okay, when you have these two things, both SNR plus dynamic SNR coming at one point, that will become a very good point of reversal. Getting my point, guys? Getting my
Yes,
point?
sir.
Okay, see, when you have this support line drawn over here, if you want to find out whether this will be a reversal or not, you can use the dynamic SNR also. Okay, you can use the dynamic SNR also, because you see this, after this candle touching this particular dynamic SNR, the next candle was supposed to be green color candle. Am I right? Yeah, the next candle was supposed to be what? Green color candle, but it was not a green color candle. Am I right? But it was not a green color candle. That is because, if you remember, I told you that there is a capacity of a support and resistance. Okay, there is going to be a capacity of support and resistance, and the same is going to be happening with the dynamic support and resistance also. See how many times this was used. Like, this is a breakout again. After this breakout, you count the number of times: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times this was already used, and fifth time that was a breakout. Getting my point, guys? Are you able
Yes.
to understand? Yeah.
Yes.
And moreover, you see that here there was a reversal first. It was okay, the price wanted to come down from here, it rejected, and there was a green color candle coming from the dynamic SNR, dynamic support, right? So if this is really a very good support, then we can expect what? Buyers entry from this particular point, right? But the buyers are not entering. The sellers are pushing the price very quickly, right? They are coming to the support area very quickly. The revisit of the price to the same level was very quick, and we know that when there is not a very good amount of time spent, like in less than 5 minutes, if the price is coming back to that level, that is considered as a bad level. Okay, and that can lead into a breakout. See, since the revisit is very quickly, this did not work. Okay, this did not work. And you see that since the candle is now inside the dynamic SNR, correct? The candle is now inside the dynamic SNR, correct? So can I say that the trend is changing in favor of downtrend?
Yes.
Yeah. And since the trend is changing in favor of downtrend, next time when the candle is coming here also, we should avoid taking call option over here. Why? Because this has changed into a downtrend, and these are 3 candles, correct? And moreover, you see that this support line was also used a lot of times. Okay? So how do you say that this was used? See, once it was used, second time it was used, third time here it was used, and fourth time it was a breakout. Now the trend is going to be a downtrend. Correct, guys?
Yes.
Am I right? This is how you need to use this. Okay. And moreover, if you depend only on these 2 things also, you will not get a very good result. If you use the other types of SNR also, it will give you the multiple results. Okay. So now let us discuss about, so I hope you have understood about dynamic SNR. Do you have any questions regarding dynamic SNR? Yeah.
Sir, please explain the EMA again, sir. I mean, I'm not. मैं ये नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ कि वो EMA कैसे यूज हो रहा है, उसका टाइमिंग और ये बता दो सर.
हाँ. See, you can use 20 EMA.
Sorry to interrupt, Vamik. Actually,
Okay,
I joined after 20-25 minutes, so that
Okay.
in the end only I saw this moving average.
Okay.
But, some part, little bit I can understand. Would be able to
Okay.
after this class, would you be able
No
to?
problem. Sure. Definitely, bro. Definitely. I'll call you after the class. Don't worry.
Thank you
Sure.
very much.
Take care. Okay. See, you can use 20 EMA and 50 EMA. This is not for a strategy, but just for as a help of support and resistance. Okay. Getting my point? Other
Yes.
than these moving average, we are not at all going to use any other strategy. Sorry, any other indicator at all. Trust me. Okay. That's my promise. Fine. So moreover, I'm not telling you to depend only on moving average. No, we are going to combine different types of SNR all together to form some short shots about which I'll be talking about. Fine. So if you are clear with the dynamic SNR, I can go ahead with the what do you call trend lines. Do you have any questions regarding dynamic SNR?
No,
Is
sir.
it clear, guys? Everyone,
Yes.
please respond. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Sure.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, 30 minutes could be chart time frame.
That's not देखिए इसके बारे में मैं आपको बाद में बताता हूँ ठीक है see it's not necessary that you have to keep 30 minutes 15 minutes 3 hours 1 day no it has to be adjusted according to the type of chart that you have ठीक है यहाँ पे if you see I can see that I can find some decent reversals or the SNR in this chart itself correct I can find the dynamic SNR working perfectly most of the times correct so I don't need to go back on the chart and have our majority of this thing see I can have my support here itself I can have my resistance here itself correct am I right sometimes you will not find support and resistance in this particular chart you will have to zoom out to find an appropriate one okay for example if you want to check out where was the next support you have to zoom out go back on the chart and then check out this thing here there was a resistance okay यहाँ पे ये resistance था correct it was a resistance after breakout this will become like what support यहाँ पे ये support act कर रहा है you see the price is respecting over here correct so you need to adjust that I'll be talking about that ठीक है ये time frame जो है मैं इसके बारे में बताऊंगा आपको so what I can say right now is you have to adjust according to your chart requirement I'll be talking about that don't worry fine got it clear okay
Yes, sir.
now I just want to talk about trend lines what is a trend line do you have any idea about trend line
Yes, sir. Trend line is also work as the support line or resistance line,
okay
sir.
like how exactly
We can draw the trend line, or how can I say?
okay no problem let me just explain
Sideways we can draw. the
Sideways,
trend.
yes, sir.
sideways correct very good see guys if I depend only on a horizontal SNR it will be very difficult for me to plot the very nice opportunities to go with the sellers or the buyers correct see I have a support area here correct am I right guys correct this
Yes.
was a support the momentum trend is going to be a breakout of this support after this breakout this support will become what resistance correct am I right
Yes.
okay
Yes.
so for example I'll just consider this only I'm going to draw this thing moreover there is a round number also I'll come back to that this was a support after breakout this will become resistance I have clearly mentioned that after true breakout this is a true breakout correct this is a true breakout where the trend is actually leading into a downtrend now am I right
Yes.
Yes.
after the breakout we have two different ways of trading that with the help of SNR I've told that basic stuff in the last class okay after this breakout this previous support will now become like a resistance so in future if the price comes back to this level I can take an opposite direction trade with some curve formation correct am I right that is the one method of trading after the breakout correct Hannah and moreover we know that if this is a downtrend this will not be a downtrend forever it will not be a downtrend forever but instead it will go and approach a new support area the next level so the buyer's entry point from here will be changing from here to there correct to find out this support area we will have to go back on the left side to find out if there was any activity which can help us to draw this level but sometimes it will be a little difficult for us to find out that thing in this case trend line is going to play a very important role okay and moreover if you see the price is actually not touching the actual level is here correct when the price is again retracing it goes up and again comes down and you see that it is actually not touching the right level. Okay, so I cannot be expecting the price to travel all these distance to hit this resistance again and to go with the sellers. Okay, that will be a very long distance for the price to travel. Am I right? Getting my point? This is
Yes.
the reversal point,
Yes.
and next reversal is here, and the next reversal is not exactly at the resistance. Correct? The exact resistance is over here. Correct? But the next reversal is not exactly over there. It is a little bit below itself. It is a little bit below itself. So I cannot be dependent only on this SNR. If I depend only on this SNR, I will not get very good opportunities. To find out some very good opportunities, we will have to mix all our types of SNR. Okay? And the speciality of trendline is that it's very simple and easy to use, and it is very effective when you use that in a wave like moving trend. What is a wave like moving trend? The example is right in front of you. See, this is actually like a wave like moving trend, right? You have
Yes.
an up wave, down wave, up wave, down wave, up wave, down wave. Correct? In a wave like moving trend, we can use trend lines to find out next entry point, to find out the possible next buyers or sellers entry point. See, can I say that this is a wave and this is the second wave? Okay, so when you have two peak points of the two waves, we can connect them with the help of trend line, which can help us to find out the possible next seller's entry point here. Getting my point over here? And how do you draw this trend line? Like I've given you one special technique on how to draw support and resistance. Okay, this is your assignment today. Okay, you need to tell me what is the correct this is the assignment today. You need to just find out and tell me what is the correct way of drawing your trend line, because I told you that if you want to draw an horizontal SNR, you will draw by two lines connecting the wick and the body as well, making it a whole zone. So just tell me, my question is trend line going to be a zone or only a line, first of all? And then my question is, how do you connect it? Whether you connect the wick to wick, body to body, or wick to body, body to wick, whatever. What is the correct way? You need to tell me. Okay, an answer I will give you in the next class. Don't worry. Okay, clear, guys? Remember this assignment. I'll also post this in group also. Don't worry. Fine. So this is the first seller's entry point of this first wave, and this is the second seller's entry point from the second wave. So when you connect using a trend line, you will find that in graphical tools. You find that in graphical tools. Okay, you find this. This is the first seller's entry. The second seller's entry. Next time when the price again comes and closes over here, you see that the sellers are again entering into the market, right? Because the sellers are changing their entry point, they're changing their entry point, and according to that, we will also have to change our tools. Okay, suppose this is actually a little bit change in that particular trend, so I'll also change my trend line in that way. You see this? I have changed this. Now I have connected this as my first seller's entry and this as my second seller's entry. Third time when the price comes over here, can you see that it is working perfectly fine? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And again, the sellers have changed their entry point. So again, we will also have to change our entry points as well. Okay. So the correct way of drawing your SNR, I'll be talking about in coming class. Okay. That's actually an assignment for you. Okay. Till then, we'll just use this way. Okay. I'm connecting this and this entry point here. Okay. This is now Okay, sorry guys, I actually lost my connection. Can you see this now? I hope my voice is clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So suppose you are considering these two entry points over here. Okay. This is the first seller's entry point, for example. कहाँ गया भाई? Okay, यहाँ पे. Suppose you are connecting this entry point and this entry point. Okay. So what are you going to get here? A trend line, right? A trend line, correct? But you see that when the price is coming again, we are not finding the third sellers here, correct? There are no third sellers here. Okay, trend line is not working over here. So there are the techniques of finding out where the trend line is going to work and where it is going to be a breakout. That is again a suspense. I will be talking about that in coming classes. Don't worry at all. Fine. Yeah. Suppose you again have this stuff. You connect these two entry points. Look at this. You connect these two entry points. First entry point is here. Second entry point is here. Next time when the price comes and closes near this trend line, and moreover, at the same point, you have a dynamic SNR. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
And at the same point, I also have my previous resistance line, correct? So in this particular point, I am having three different points, correct? What is that? One is the previous seller's entry points SNR. First, second is my dynamic SNR. Yeah. Third is my trend line, and fourth is my round number. So all these four types of SNR are coming at this one particular spot, right? So this candle is actually a sure shot to go with the sellers. Am I right? This is the strategy.
Sir, and there is only one more thing, sir.
क्या बोलिए?
You said before if the previous candle is big,
Yes.
then we can
Yes.
expect a reversal.
Breakout also, but the level is very strong here, correct? If you draw only one SNR, if you're depending only on SNR, that will confuse you. That will confuse you whether the reversal will happen or not. But since
सर आपने ऐसा कहा कि मतलब कैंडलस्टिक एकदम लेंथ रहेगा तो उस पे क्या भरोसा नहीं करने का, वो रिवर्सल कर सकता है.
Yeah, but you see the normal candles here, the size of the candles are all big here, correct? यहाँ पे long candles are very common. Long candles are very common. You see, in the previous case, this was again a long candle, but again there was a reversal also. Long candle, we can expect reversal also. Don't worry. If all the candles are small and one candle is big, that's a different thing. I'll take one example. Maybe suppose देखो यहाँ पे देखो, all these candles are small and only one big green color candle. So this is a different case. So we are going to avoid over here. But in that particular scenario, I can clearly see that all the candles are of same type of behavior, correct? They're having a similar behavior. We can trust it. No problem at all. Okay? And you see that at the same point, you have different types of SNR coming at one particular point. That becomes a sure shot. That becomes a sure shot. Okay, let me just complete about the round number and I'll be completing this. Okay, a round number. What is a round number, guys?
It will end with 0, 0, 0.
Okay, fine. I'll just take one example. Why does the round number is going to work? Because see, we are not only studying about the theoretical part, but I'm actually telling you the logical part also. Okay. See, I've not only told you why the dynamic. I've not only told you why the dynamic SNR is going to work. Okay. It is going to work because this dynamic SNR is going to take out the price movement average of the past 20 or 50 candles. Okay. Right. So I've also given you the nature of how it works. Why it works, I've also given that reason also. Understanding the logic. So I'll just tell you the logic why the round number sometimes will work like an SNR. And when it comes at the SNR, it will become a very strong confirmation as well. So first of all, what is the round number? You see that on the right hand side of your chart, you will find some prices, correct? You see this on the right hand side. On the right hand side, you have the price bar, correct guys? This is the exchange rate or the buying or selling rate. यहाँ पे आपका rate होता है, correct? This is a forex pair euro GBP. What does it mean? It means that you are exchanging euro rubles with Great Britain pounds. ठीक है? आप exchange कर रहे हो. For example, when you want to change INR USD INR, what does it mean? You are exchanging dollars, US dollars with Indian rupee currency. तो आपको $1 के लिए कितना मिलेगा? Somewhere
Seven-
around 75 rupees, correct? But you
Okay, yeah.
remember, this 75 is not the perfect number every time. It will be 75.102, something like that, correct? There will be some decimal points, right? So these are the decimal points that the forex trader are going to use for their bigger trades. Getting my point? Okay. So this is the price, exchange rate, correct? See, I'll take an example. First of all, let me complete what is a round number. A round number is a number which is ending with 0. Okay? A price which ends with 0 is called as a round number. Okay? You see this here. The price is what, guys? It's like looking like 0.90298. है ना? Correct? Let us take some more examples like 300, for example. This is a round number, correct? Yeah, 0.90310. This is a round number. Okay. If you have 0 on the last, on the right side, that number or that value or that rate or that price will be called as a round number. Did you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just tell you, if the amount of zeros is more, the strength of the round number will be more. Okay. Or higher the amount of zeros on the round number, higher the strength of a round number. Okay. For example, if you have only 1 0, that will be a round number of a medium strength. If you have a round number with 2 zeros, that will be a little bit stronger round number. Did you understand? Okay. This is a theoretical part. Now, let me tell you, why does the round number work? I'll tell you the logical part now. Why does the round number work, and what is the secret behind it? Okay, guys, I'll take just one example. For example, you go for some grocery shop. Okay. You go for some grocery shop, you want to buy some stuffs. Okay, the bill is something like 98 rupees. ठीक है? आपकी bill निकल के आई है 98 rupees को. ठीक है? And you have given 100 rupee note for the cashier over there. Okay? ठीक है? अभी आपने 98 rupees के products already buy कर लिए हैं. You have already bought the price, the product for 98 rupees. And now what is the remaining balance the shopkeeper is supposed to give back to you?
2 rupees.
2 rupees. Sometimes it is seen that, they'll not be having some change. Okay? They'll not be having some change. So what will the shopkeeper say? Boss, I'm not having 2 rupee change. 2 rupee और का कुछ और ले लीजिए. I will round off to 100 rupees and clear the balance. Correct?
Yes.
है ना? You also will say that, hey, it's like 98 rupees. I don't want the 2 rupee to be carrying with me. Just give me something else, like 2 chocolates, and round off the value for 100 rupee. Correct? So that when you have a round number, this is a round number, okay, which is having a 0 on the right side. 0 on the right side. Okay. When you round off the value, the transaction will become a little bit easier and more flexible. Correct? Am I right? Agree this point?
Yes.
आपके लिए भी चेंज लेने में से बच जाएंगे आप, और आपको मतलब वो हेडेक नहीं रहेगा कि यार 2 रुपए निकालो फिर आपको वो स्टोर करो, हेडेक नहीं रहेगा, है ना? Okay?
Yeah.
Rounding off is a little bit easier stuff. Okay. Similarly, when you are a forex trader, because binary option is a derivative of forex trading, so the price action is definitely dependent on the forex charts. Okay? Whether you are a forex trader or an Indian stock trader, you will be buying for a very long positions. Okay? For example, the price is coming down like this, so you will be thinking of buying over here. Correct? तो आप एक long term का move अपने target पे रखोगे, है ना? So you will be holding your positions for a very longer time. In binary option, since this is a smaller time frame wala trading concept, ठीक है? We don't have to manually enter our price just by clicking on the higher or lower option, our trade will be getting placed exactly at the current price. ठीक है, जहां पे भी वो current price है वहां पे हमारा जो है trade लग जाता है automatically, correct? But in forex you have another option. What is that? If you want, I can show it to you. I'll take one example. Come to forex here. See here, when you want to take a call option or a buy option, you have two options over here. One is you can directly enter. यहाँ पे आपका डायरेक्ट ट्रिगर्ड प्राइस हो जाएगा, ठीक है, उसी शॉट पे आपका जो है ट्रेड प्लेस हो गया है. Second option is you have something called as purchase at. Can you see this? Purchase at.
Yes.
Okay. Here you are going to manually enter the asset price. ठीक है, आप you move your cursor. You will be checking out this here. ठीक है. There will be some traders who will be spotting a very exact entry point. ठीक है. See, when you want to buy this position and you're expecting the price to go up till this level, okay, if you buy over here, the price has already traveled a distance a little bit, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you will think that, yeah, for example, this is 100 and now the price is at 200 and now you are expecting the price to reach 1000. I'm just taking one example. Okay, the price has already gone a little bit higher. So what you will do, अरे यार रेट यहाँ पे थोड़ा इंक्रीज हो गया है, रेट यहाँ पे थोड़ा इंक्रीज हो गया है. If it is decreasing a little bit or coming to this round number, at least I can buy it for a cheaper price. This is what an advanced level trader will think like, correct? So what you will do, you will spot that where is the next possible entry point. यहाँ पे let me just enter here. Let me just enter here. So you will just check out what is the price over here. You bring your cursor. It's like, you know, 1.182500. ठीक है, you will enter that. ठीक है, so it's like, you know, here the asset price is what, 1.18286. so there are a lot of confusing numbers. You will round off to 200 at last. That will be an easier job for you to enter the exact same purchase point. ठीक है, so this is a technique that the forex traders use most of the times. ठीक है, since they are going to use that particular stuff, this is again going to act like a round number. ठीक है, fine. Did you understand why this is going to work? Understood?
Yes,
यहाँ पे एक
yes.
round number है. अगर आपके पास एक round number है, so the chances of that level being respected or a reversal will be higher. But if you depend only on round number, you will not get good results. ठीक है, you will not get good results. ठीक है, give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, see, this is a round number. Here it is working, but not necessarily it has to work each and every time. Sometimes it will work and sometimes it will not work. So you cannot only depend on you cannot only depend on round number. But if this round number is colliding with your existing type of SNR, for example, over this point or here, if there is a round number, I'll try to find out. Let me find out one thing. It is a little bit above. See, here this is what support, correct? This is a support, am I right? From here,
Yes.
we saw buyer's entry point, correct, guys? We saw that the buyers are entering directly from this particular support area, correct? And you see that this is also a round number. Okay? If you depend only on this thing, it will not be a good idea. But if you have an SNR at that same point, if you have a trend line, it will work better. And at the same point, if you have a moving average, that is dynamic SNR also, that will become a short trade. Did you understand, guys? Okay, now let me just summarize all of these things. We have covered normal SNR, that is horizontal SNR. We have covered trend line. We have covered dynamic SNR. And we have also at last covered round numbers. Okay? And we're only left with Fibonacci now.
Fibonacci.
In the next class, while explaining you the actual working of the trend line and all, while giving some more explanation about this stuff, I will teach about Fibonacci line, because I think the time is already up now. Tell me, do you have any questions still here? Tell me, any questions you were about to ask?
No, sir.
No.
बोलिए, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते थे ना?
हाँ सर, वही तो आपने बता दिया ना सर. मैंने बोलने वाला था फिबोनाची टूल मिस हो रहा है।
ठीक है, कल बताऊंगा उसके बारे में. Okay,
Okay.
ठीक है. Okay, I've given you something. In the first class, I gave very basics. In the next class, I gave about confirmation. In this class, I have given you the actual way of working with SNR or reversal type of trading. ठीक है? When
Sir.
you have at least 3 or more types of SNR colliding at one spot, only that place you are going to take your opposite or reversal trades. Rest of the times you are all going to avoid it. Simply avoid it. Okay? So whenever you want to take a trade, there must be at least double or triple confirmations. Okay? There must be at least double or triple confirmations. Okay? यहाँ पे I'll explain. This is actually a little advanced level. Okay? Because in tomorrow's class I was about to explain about the different ways of using our trend lines, and the one way is here itself. Okay, this was a support, guys, correct? This was a support. This after breakout will become what? Resistance. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right? This is a property of support and resistance. If the price is above or inside that level, this will be acting like a support. If the price is below that level or outside that level will be acting like a resistance. Be that be a normal SNR or your dynamic SNR or your trend line. If the price is below that, if the price is below that thing, if the price is below that, this line will act like resistance. If the price is above, this will act like support. Correct? Okay. For example, if you have this level over here, यहाँ पे एक trend line भी है, यहाँ पे एक dynamic SNR भी है, यहाँ पे ये भी है, तो यहाँ पे एक short बनेगा. So I want you guys to find out some best setups of this particular type of strategy where you are going to take a reversal trade when at least 3 or more SNR are going to come into the market. Okay? So this is the basic strategy that I'm giving to you about the reversal trading. Did you all understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay? I'll take
Yes.
the Fibonacci and the other stuff in the next class. Do you have any questions regarding this particular stuff that we have studied? And moreover,
So-
you have to select a good market, guys. Okay? You have to have a very nice and good market in order to have a very nice and good trades. Okay? If you have a bad market, you will not have a good result. Okay? So I will give you definitely some tips and techniques and some secrets about good market and bad market in coming classes. Don't worry about that as well. And as you all know, this is going to be a step-by-step process. If I wanted, I could have given this to you in the very first class itself, but that could not be that much interesting, and you might not understand in a very first class itself. So I go step by step so that you can also catch the momentum accordingly. Okay? Yeah. Any questions, guys?
Sir, at the reversal point, what will be your expiry time for the trade, sir?
1 minute. Okay? If you are taking 1 minute candle, you have to take the expiration of 1 minute, especially in the reversal type of trading. Okay? If you're trading into 5 minutes, you will take the expiration of 5 minutes. If you're taking the candle time frame of 2 minutes, you can take the expiration of 2 minutes. And when you want to ask the confirmation, this you have to take 5 seconds confirmation, this you have to take 10 seconds confirmation, this you have to take 15 seconds confirmation. Okay, don't worry about 2 minutes and about 5 minutes also. We will have different strategies. I will tell that to you in coming classes. Both
Okay,
trend
thank you.
following and trend reversal also. Don't worry at all. Okay? So is the reversal part of trading clear to you using the different types of SNR?
Yes,
Have you understood? Did you understand the concept?
yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay? So there are some different ways. Okay? So there are some techniques and all, and there are some ways that we need to avoid even when there are multiple confirmations about which we'll be talking about in the next class. Okay? Got it,
Okay.
guys?
Yes,
Okay,
Yes.
as of now, you have to do your assignments. Can you just remind me what is the assignment? Yeah?
How? Yes, I have to draw the trend line,
Okay.
and we have to take trade on the reversal point with the.
Mhm. Yeah. Try to find out some setups which are going to give you multiple confirmations to take a reversal trade in this way. Okay. Don't worry. I'll post the question also. And according to that, I'll post some screenshots also. You can use it for a reference. And in next class, we'll continue, guys. Any
Sir.
questions you have?
Sir, please create a discussion group, sir, so we can discuss.
Oh, yes, yes. Actually, I wanted to create it yesterday itself. I forgot. I will create it right itself. Okay. And just tell me, yeah, there are some people who haven't confirmed their payment yet. So I just request that you have to confirm your payment first, and then I'll add you in the group. And that group is going to be very, very, very useful for you to increase your winning ratio. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're going to place some trade, you just take a screenshot and send it in the group and just explain your trades. When you're explaining your trades, your knowledge will increase, guys. Okay. Okay. And the others also, your friends also will be able to understand it in a better way. Okay. If in case you're facing some problems or questions or doubts or any issue at all, you can just take a screenshot and send it in the group. We will try to resolve this thing. And I've already mentioned about all these stuffs earlier itself, and it will be a better stuff. Okay. So I'm creating it right away, and we will be expecting some very good response from all of you, so that the group must be active. Okay. And discussions are obviously appreciated. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
sir.
So till then, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and practice well. Send me the screenshots. We'll check out if you're doing it well or not, and we'll continue in the next class. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day.